Now I have to think. I used to never have to think to say we're with Ned Toffey, but now there is Ted Noffey, your namesake. Just talk about what it's like having a horse that's named for you in a twisted form that goes on and is a Grade 1 winner and trying to be a double Grade 1 winner here at Keeneland.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and everybody's having a lot of fun with it, so that's a great thing. Probably, in all honesty, I probably do feel a little added pressure for whatever reason. Maybe it's vanity, but it's a lot of fun. It's also really exciting, though. Look, we go out every year and try to buy horses that are going to be Grade 1 winners and can hopefully earn their way to our stud barn. That's one of our foremost goals, and so he's gone a long way to accomplishing that. So from that standpoint, it's really gratifying. And the name is great. It's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it's nice to have a potential stallion prospect.
Yeah. Well, tell me about how the horse got named. Did you know this was in the pipeline?
I did not know this was in the pipeline. There was an interview with me, and there was a tweet highlighting the interview, and there was a simple misprint. It was Ted Noffey instead of Ned Toffey, and my kids actually saw that, got a big kick out of it, and sent it to the owner of the farm, showed him that. He got a kick out of it, and apparently he said, well, I know exactly what to do with this. And it was several months later, I was just checking workouts one morning, and there it is, it pops up. So I had no idea until it was official. And but again, and Eric Gustafson, that does most of the naming, he's got a great sense of humor. And we've got a great relationship with him, and so it was all something that was done in fun, and I think it's been great. I think all of us probably underestimated the reaction it would get from people. So, but again, I think people are having fun with it, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, people think that it was maybe just a mistake made by the jockey club or whoever sent it in, but no, absolutely not. It
stemmed from a mistake, but it was no.
There was no mistake in naming the horse.
No.
Do you find that people have to think, like, when they see you say, okay, wait, it's Ned, not Ted?
I've heard that over and over and over, and frankly, I hear it a lot before the horse was ever named, because Ned's not that common of a name. So it's not totally new territory, but it's kind of now tenfold from what it used to be.
As a stallion guy, and somebody that's on both ends of the racing and the breeding and standing stallions, what is it you like about Ted Noffey?
Well, first and foremost, he's a Grade 1 winner of the hopeful, so he's precocious and he's talented. He's a son of Into Mischief, which is, there could hardly be a better thing. He's a big, really good-looking horse. I would say big to medium-sized horse. Really well-made. He's the kind of horse that breeders, when he makes it, I'm going to say when he makes it to our stud barn, people are gonna, when they look at him, they're gonna love the physical. So he's got a very nice pedigree. He was produced at Tailor Made Farm by Marie Jones, was the breeder, who's been a wonderful breeder over the years. So it's a very nice pedigree, great physical, and great sire line, and obviously he's shown that he's talented and he's precocious. So really has a lot of the credentials right now to make it to the breeding shed.
And talk about the decision to come to Keeneland. He could have stayed in New York.
This is 2 turns, and we thought, look, if the ultimate goal is the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, let's go ahead and try to get the 2 turns out of the way. And that was Todd's recommendation, and he's the guy in the barn with the horse. He feels very comfortable about the horse's chances to go 2 turns. He certainly, the way he finished up in the hopeful would make you feel pretty optimistic about that, and Todd felt like that wouldn't be a problem. We never know until the horse does it, but that's the impression the horse gives us. Doing the 2 turns now, we thought made a lot of sense, and hopefully that sets him up nicely for the Breeders' Cup.
And how much of it you think will be on the Breeders' Cup to next year?
Well, it's hard. It's hard not to do that, but this is horse racing, and we need to just sort of focus on one race at a time and try not to get too excited. But it's a little tough. Anytime you've got a good 2-year-old, that's a great thing, and it's one of the great things about this game. You gives you a lot to get excited about and a lot to look forward to. So hopefully those are things that will materialize. But right now we're keeping our fingers crossed for Saturday.